I don't know if YouTube gonna send out notifications with me coming back to back to back to back, but I'm gonna give it to the 2 minute mark, and then I'm gonna go ahead and get into this. All right, we almost at the 2 minute mark. So if y'all watch the replay, you can go to the 2 minute mark. All right. So we all know that if people don't get EBT, people gonna be hungry. We think about it, grocery stores and stuff like that, grocery shopping and stuff like that. But something else we have to think about. If people, just say people start going in stores, stealing, all that good stuff. Well, not good stuff, but all that stuff. You're gonna run into the problem where if the stores is not making money because they don't have products, because people that came in and took the products, then stores is gonna close. Stores is not gonna be open. So that rumor where it was going around online saying that Walmart was gonna close, if people didn't get EBT, like I say, they say it's a hoax. That's not true. But you gotta look at, not only you run the risk of stores closing, but more people is gonna lose their jobs, because ain't no store gonna stay open and not make money but constantly pay employees. So this whole thing with people not getting their EBT, it's gonna put stress on a lot of different things. You don't want to be out there earlier today. You don't want to be out there with people gonna be angry, okay? When people are hungry, people are angry. People get angry. You do not want to catch yourself out there in these stores, because you got to look at food stamps go out. People get their food stamps at different times of the month. So some people may get them I think it go by your last name. You got to look at how many people out there are getting food stamps. And you don't know what day will be a good day, because they could have been due to get their stamps on the 1st. Then get them, and if they decide to do something crazy, they may not do it on the 1st. They may do it on the 5th, on the 10th, or whatever the case may be, any day of the week. So let's go down some of the things that can happen if people don't get their food stamp. And I do not talk. Can you see if I'm buffering? Reduce revenue. Okay, stores were particularly small neighborhood groceries and discount chains rely on SNAP purchases for a substantial portion of their revenue. A loss of these benefits mean a direct drop in sales. So yeah, some people in neighborhoods, they do go up to like the convenience stores or whatnot that take EBT, and they will use they will get things like that. There are so many people that get food stamps. Everybody gonna take a hit. So more than households is gonna take a hit. You gotta look at store closures like we just talked about. Stores with thin profit margins may not be able to survive a significant and sustained loss in income, okay, leading to permanent closure. All right. Then it talks about job losses. A decrease in sales can force businesses to cut costs by reducing staff hours or laying off employees. Reduce foot traffic. SNAP recipients often make frequent smaller purchases at convenience stores. If their budget tightens, they may consolidate shopping trips to larger, more affordable grocery stores, causing a decrease in visits to smaller local shops. You got to look at, I'm going to say this. There's a lot of people do not work. They depend on child support, that type of income. There's a lot of people that get food stamps. I'm going to change that. And do not work. I think it's TANF benefits or something they can get. Maybe for different situations or whatnot. But a lot of them get child support. Yeah. A lot of them get child support. So the thing is, I know for North Carolina, if you're not married, they're not quick to give you food stamps if you got baby daddies or baby mamas out there and they're not paying child support. Okay, but you got to look at the stress that it may be on. It just say you got somebody that's getting child support from their other child's father or mother, or whichever way it is, and that person that's due to pay child support has been laid off due to the shutdown. And then the person that will receive the child support can't get food stamps. Do you understand how this goes in a whole chain? It's a whole, a whole big ordeal. Do you not understand that the American people, a lot of them is going to be angry. They're going to be frustrated. Okay? You know how many is sitting right now wondering what they are going to do because they depend on food stamps. But it's not just the food stamps. It's going to trigger, because if the person that may be, just say if someone is receiving receiving child support, if their checks is not being garnished and they have to go in and make this payment, how hard is it going to be if they are in a household where, whoever they're with at the time may receive food stamps? Well, now the money that they will give you is actually needed in their house to get food, because now they're lacking from, you see what I mean by the change? So then people going to start going, they're going to try to, pay their obligations or whatnot. They really going to be left with nothing. So now you're going to have people try to go to the food banks. Food banks only going to last so long. A lot of food banks get their food from grocery stores. Leftover, almost expired, or whatever the case may be. A lot of food banks do get their stuff from grocery stores, donated items. Ain't going to be too many people donating food. Okay? How can you get something from a grocery store if the grocery store is closed? Food banks is going to struggle because a lot of people going to go there and going to pretty much deplete them. We talking about people that normally get, and I can tell you because before I got married, North Carolina put one of my kids' father on child support. I didn't do it, they did it, because I was getting food stamps. And I was getting $900 worth of food stamps. We're talking about, this was back in 2008. I was getting, what was it, 2008? 2008 I was getting food stamps. I don't think I was getting, come up about, I think it was, at one point I was getting 900, and I cannot remember if it was 2014. It was when Oronde got out the military, the transition mode, around 2014, 2015 time, because they was giving the food stamps to, like, it was like weird individual or something like that. Like, if you had to list everybody in the house and whatnot, it was me and the kids. But I think he wasn't eligible to get like food stamps for him, but me and the kids was, or something. Like, it was weird. It was about, I know it was about $900. That lasted maybe about 8-9 months or whatnot. Or either, no, it lasted with my certification. When my recertification came up, I had to report like our household changes. It changed once he got out, got everything situated with the VA and all that type of stuff. Then the income changed, it went up, so I didn't receive food stamps no more after my recertification. But at one point I did get $900 in food stamps for about a year. And you got to think about, there's a lot of people get probably about that much, or maybe more. I don't know what they cap off. A lot of people get a lot of food stamps, and a lot of people have a lot of kids. Okay, they need those. So you take, they go to a pantry or something, a food bank or something, and they got 6-7 kids. Even having 5-6 kids, 5 kids, 4 kids, it's enough. Okay, that's more than enough. And we talking about, they're trying to feed them for a whole month, balanced meals for a whole month. It's not gonna be able to withstand. The food banks is not going to. The grocery stores, I do believe a lot of grocery stores is gonna close. Push come to shove, I believe a lot is gonna close, because they're not gonna make money. They're just literally not gonna make money. So get what you can get. This is one of those things that we talk about as preppers. You don't want to be out there when chaos. Now, did we know that it will be probably chaos because of a shutdown? No. I didn't think it would be because of a shutdown. I didn't. Okay? But either way it goes, I feel like it'll be worse than COVID time. Look how people was with COVID. Look how people, running to get toilet paper, to get this. This is going to be food. We ain't even talking about the necessity. This is going to be food. People from all walks of life that do not care. Do not care. Okay? So, when we say prep, if people would have been prepping for things like this, a lot of people would not have would not feel like they have a burden or are overwhelmed when things like this happens. And it's only going to get worse. Look at what's going on. Look at the comments that people in the higher positions are making. Look what's going on. It's only going to get worse. I'm honestly, I'm surprised that the shutdown has lasted this long. I really am. But I, in the back of my mind, feel like, how to put this? I feel like this is all planned. I feel like it's all planned. Because we've been saying things has been shaping up to where people was going to have to fend for themselves. For a couple years, things has been shaping up where people is going to have to fend for themselves. And people have been saying that. We have been saying that. I'm going to say preppers have been saying that. I feel like this could be planned. You think this look at all this AI stuff, look at all these robots. I was watching a video, and this lady was in a Waymo in Georgia. A Waymo, y'all know how you can order the self-driving cars to pick you up. She was in a Waymo. You could see out the car windows and whatnot. So Georgia got these things that deliver on their own. Delivery little things. It looked like a little buggy to me. But it is out in the streets going on the sidewalk delivering. Like, I guess delivering food and stuff. If y'all ain't paying attention, that everything that would need a human to do is being slashed. It's leaving. Things are being advanced and made right under our nose. And so many, I feel like that this that's going on right now, I feel like both sides has a part in it. Because it's part of making everything where they don't have to pay no regular human beings to do anything. It's happening. So gig work, doing DoorDash and Uber and stuff, a lot of people is doing these jobs, these gig jobs. I don't see that's going to be needed in the near future. Because if they can create a machine to go to a store or be inside of a store, and the store loads that machine, and that machine thingy drives around and takes it to the house and drops it off to the customer, they don't need. That's going to eliminate the drivers that steal food. That's going to eliminate the drivers that do not take orders because customers is not tipping. It's going to eliminate a lot. And guess who's going to be getting paid? DoorDash, Uber Eats is going to get the full payment other than the store. They ain't going to have to share with the drivers. When I saw that darn button, it was two of them going through, and they said it was some deliveries. It was doing deliveries. No driver, no nothing. They in a Waymo. They done got picked up in a what kind of car was that? It was a nice car. Jaguar or something. They're steering wheel under that turning and knowing to stop at red lights and stop at intersections, talking about it's waiting for the intersection to clear. Nobody behind it. You pay your money to be picked up in this car, and the owner of the company is getting full because he ain't got to pay no driver. And it's happening more and more and more and more. It's all by design. And so many people do not see it. Don't see it. I don't speak much on it because people want to look at you like you crazy. Like it's. I think it's more to it. I think it's more to it. And people acting like they ain't in cahoots somewhat together, because everybody at the end of the day is looking at how to line their pockets. Now, I would not have thought that it was going to be shut down this long. If you do not learn how to crunch your numbers, buckle down and save your coin and stop buying and looking up trying to keep up with the Joneses and getting all this expensive stuff, you ain't gonna have nothing. Yeah, well, if you ain't tell nobody what to do. But the way times is going, if you want to go get you a Jaguar, a Lexus, or whatever, go order you a Waymo or something. A Waymo or something. At the end of the day, whether you in a Toyota or a Jaguar and you own it, or what is the Tesla or something expensive, whatever you in, you're gonna get to the same place the same daggone way. You can't eat that vehicle or anything. It ain't gonna serve you nothing but taking you from point A to point B, which any vehicle, if you keep up, can do that. You spend all this money for them to make even more advanced ones, for you to want to upgrade that. Oh, this person got this, so I gotta have one because I gotta be in a certain class. And not even paying attention that you don't even have the things that... I'm gonna say this. If money gets so tight and people downsize and they can't export, they cannot afford the more expensive stuff, you gotta downsize. If you're not buying it, how is they going to keep producing it? If you're not buying it, how is they going to keep producing it? They producing it because people is buying it. And they making it way more advanced to where when people stop buying it, they really ain't going to need you. Because now you're going to be able to order it. They ain't gonna need you in the stores to manufacture it because they already creating robots and stuff to do that, to be up into these factories and stuff. We go to Walmart, I think it's maybe about 3 registers where humans is actually at. Everything else on both sides is self-checkout. And that's been going on for a minute. You got more and more self-driving vehicles. I think there's some. I know they had a self something plane, but I saw something where one of these things is trying to do like delivering packaging. You see FedEx and UPS and all that type of stuff. They trying to get it to where it's robotic. There's gonna be a lot more people that ain't gonna have no daggone jobs because everything is gonna be electronic. When I say that, robotic, that type of sound. They cutting corners. They cutting out the middleman. If they can sell it and not pay you to have to take it, everything stay in-house. Everything stay in-house. And it's happening. It is literally happening. I feel like it kind of is going to push people to start maybe waking up more, hopefully, and doing what... This is why I always say it's going to be every man for himself. And I'm saying that in general. Every man for himself. You're going to be responsible for your household. You think this something? Everybody talking about EBT, there's no food stamp. What people gonna do? This is cupcakes. This is cupcakes. This man got up there the other day, and out his mouth said, Russia ain't playing with us, and we ain't playing with them neither. Now, maybe I'll be overthinking things. You get up there and say Russia ain't playing with us, then you know something. But then you say we not playing with them neither. If you literally pay attention to what Russia is doing now, as if we already don't have our own issues over here due to everything. I think somebody said Project 25. I thought I saw that pop up on here. I had somebody in my comments the other day commented and said, I voted for this. To you. Because your stomach gonna get hungry just like everybody else. Kudos to you. But exactly what was said was what was gonna happen. And then it was downplayed. Wasn't the war supposed to be over in 24 hours?
Not 24 hours. It's supposed to be over right after inauguration.
The war is supposed to be over. You know, I told y'all the other day, a lot of things is about lining your pockets, staying in control. This man used to be a Democrat. Okay? Used to be a Democrat. But I guess when things get low on one side, you move over to the other side. It's gonna get worse. It's literally gonna get worse. Let this be a warning to many, just with the EBT. And if you look at, it's in stages. It's in stages. It's in stages. I hope y'all following me, because some things I just can't blurt out and say because I get censored. Okay? So I hope you following me. I know it. Yeah. Lena. That's it. That's it. And when people is following money, they don't care about nobody else. They thinking about themselves. They thinking about themselves. Eartha said following. Got you. They don't care nothing about you. I said that if this would have happened the way, thank you, Lena, the way it's been, if this individual get back in that position, it seems like it was gonna be, I'ma do what I want to do, because they already mad that they couldn't do it back to back. And oh my goodness, they doing what they want to do. And they don't care about you. And what's crazy is the ones that comes in my comment section talking about, I voted for this and all this. You ain't even got the common sense to understand that you being affected by it too. Half of them don't look like they have a pot to piss in or one to throw out of halfway good. No better than nobody else. But you vote, okay, good. Good you remembering that, because it ain't just it's going to affect certain classes worse than others. But at the end of the day, it's going to affect everybody. No matter what the color of your skin is, it's going to affect everybody. And only the rich is going to win for only so long. For only so long. Because when God step in, then it is. But before then, only the rich gonna win. It's being designed for only the rich, the high class, to win. The middle and low class gonna struggle. And if you ain't got the skills or trying to help yourself now, you gonna be in a position where you have to take anything they give out. If you just look at, things have been done in stages. They put out about the lab meat some years ago. You know, that's gonna be the cut. That you think that's going away with? No. That's gonna be cut. That's gonna be I can grow meat and feed it to them. And I ain't gotta go and worry about having the FDA and all these other places to test cattle and test all this. I ain't gotta have no farmers and no factory workers to go butcher animals and all this. We could just have a couple of them and take the cell from them and go put them in the biology room of the lab and put a mic over and set it off in a glass thing with some whatever they put on it and let it grow. Chop it up and send it to the stores for meat. There's less people they gotta pay to work. Test tube babies. Ain't even gonna need you to even look. That's just to control the population. Grow a couple of don't even need nobody to carry no baby. Don't even need nobody to carry no baby. Ain't gonna be needing too many adults to do nothing with, because robots gonna do everything. It's all by design. It's all been planned out. It literally all has been planned out, and it's planned out and it's playing out right in front of our faces. And too many people got their head around everything else that's not even important. You can't have too much food, y'all. See, food and water is things you need to live. You those are things you're gonna need. You're gonna need those. You can't have too much. I don't care if you have something that's got stale. That's gonna be real good if your stomach is licking your back. I get a comments. MGL, I ain't got no room. I'm pretty sure you got room. Stack it in the corner straight up. Put it under the bed. Put it in dresser drawers. Get creative. Just get it in the house. I don't think we're going to have to do much bugging out. I think it's going to be shelter in place. Because see, this the kicker. Let me just go on here and tell you. If people, and things, you know how I tell you people are provoke you, so then they can try to, flip things or whatnot. Say, I'm gonna use this, and then I'm gonna put it together. Take a person that is trying to get close to God. You may quote scriptures, this and another. Couple hours or days later, somebody provoke you, and you may let a curse word out. I have done it. And then the person say, "Oh, I thought you was a Christian. You cussing. You quoting scriptures." See, I don't deal with people like that. People will set things up. People go crazy. Now I'm finna entwine it how I'm looking at it. People go crazy with EBT. Say they start going looting and riding and stealing and all that. What is that gonna set up for? Somebody in the comments said, tell me, what is that the perfect setup to do what? Can anybody tell me that? What is that the perfect setup to do? Activate martial law. Ain't that been talked about? You may have a curfew, and you may have people in areas that you can't even leave out. Hence, shelter in place. I just told them that's a setup for martial law? Good old fashioned setup. That would be a good cause to activate it, right? Am I lying? Anybody here don't believe it? I'm not saying that will happen. I'm just saying that will be a good reason to activate it. Cause haven't it been tried to be activated before with different things? Was that what they were trying to activate for Chicago? Or was it no? It was just the National Guard.
Yeah,
For them. Let it get back. But guess what? Because it was shut down and they couldn't come up with an agreement is the reason why there are no food stamps and people go crazy and stealing and all this. So who if y'all get what I'm saying? Good old fashioned. Y'all get what I'm saying. Get what I'm saying. I be thinking. Like, nah. Almost, it's a couple things that has been done. That has been put out there. And when people don't hear about it no more, they think it's over with or it's gonna die down, and all this. That lamb meat stuff, you probably eating it now and don't even know. It's probably been put into different food and stuff. And wonder why certain canned foods and stuff look like cat food or dog food or something. And smell weird. Huh. Wasn't something cut with the FDA? Some parts, or was it with the milk or something? They couldn't test milk and stuff properly or something at one part or something. I don't even know if that part is still cut down.
They getting rid of all that stuff.
So you get rid of that, you can't tell what really is in the stuff you finna eat. Unless you is doing it at home. Understand how people don't see. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna read y'all comments because I got 36 people in here and only 12 thumbs up. Okay, if that's the way y'all feel, that is fine. That is fine. You done? Or you just gotta take that package?
Take that package.
I thought you do it out. Oh, you done. My glasses on my other set of eyes because I can't see. Oh, you know what? Let's do it like this. Because it got dark. I'm just going to use this. I'm finna read y'all comments. I'm going to run off here because it's a glare anyway. All right, let's see. Christy L. Hey T. Sherelle. So I just had this conversation with some friends earlier today. I'm good, T. Sherelle. Yes, Christy Lynn. You're not buffer. Okay. Hey, Ancient Soul. John Q. A lot of people gonna be arrested. It's just gonna be a lot of anger and commotion, and I don't want to be a part of it. I understand, John Q. Me neither. Hey, PNG. Ancient Soul. So many people walking around mad right now. Yes. Most definitely. Christy L. say it is all cause and effect. The cuts will only trigger crime, which will cause prices to rise even more. Stealing and looting will put smaller businesses out of business. Tension will be high for sure. Yes. Kalita Tate, hey. You've been telling people for years to get some food so their stomach will not be licking their backs. Exactly, Ancient Soul. Hey, Brooke Jimerson. Kalita Tate, yes, it is 25. Hey, Erica Davis. Here in Houston, they had This cute little delivery robot delivering food blew me away. It didn't last too long because of because of thefts. Wow. Well, I know. I think they. Well, I'm pretty sure because it was a recent video. It's in Georgia. Hey hippie chick. Okay, that's what I read. Tracy, sorry I'm late. MGL. I was pulling up potatoes from the garden. I hope everyone is well. Thank you for coming in, Tracy. Tracy, let me ask you, cause I don't know if I asked you before. Are you the one sending me the links on TikTok of the new stuff? Is this the same Tracy? Let me know, cause I don't be know. I'm trying to get back better with being on TikTok, but I don't be like answering. It's so much weirdness. So I don't be like answering messages and stuff like that. You know. Let's see. I don't know. You may not be the one, but their name is Tracy too. They decided to primarily focus on specific areas and demographics. Yep, exactly. I'll see it for you. Have you noticed any changes with people with the upcoming things? I'm a bit nervous about going out with all the things coming up. I don't want to be involved. I don't do people well. I don't do people well as it is. So I know I don't want to be out there with the crazy. I just want to be watching on the TV or something, or getting the news or something. I don't want to be out there in the stores. I really, really don't. I don't. Because things has already been, there's been so many mass shootings and stuff, and stabbings and all type of craziness, even before we don't even get to this point. So imagine what people would do when they all lethargic and stuff, and frustrated, and no, I tell y'all, if you're able to get what you need, get it. Okay, get it. Cause we just don't know how this thing gonna work, how it's gonna go. And did it in 1 to 6 months. Yeah. Even millionaires are being called poor. Yeah. Hey, Brenda Smith. They are already trying to dehumanize people. Yep. 55-gallon water drums. Yes, ancient soul. You already know. And they want you to be happy with little. Lena, you saying you saying you hitting the nail right on there. You hitting the nail right on the head. He who controls the food controls the world. Say that again, Christy. Yes. I mean, I can't stress this enough. You gonna need that. You literally gonna need that. I mean, that's like a plate, spoon, and fork, and a knife. It all goes together. And some would depend on what you in. You gonna need that. Okay? That it's. Some people don't get it. They don't get it. Say amen and yes. They know what they are doing. Yup. They're telling the truth. Exactly. True on the loud meat. There is a difference in sin, falling short of the glory of God, rebellion. When you get a little worse and not praying your way out. Jeez. Just running from sin, God. God, you are repeated mine. I just put my like in. I got to talking. Oh, thank you, Lena. I appreciate it, honey. Thank you. Please remember to hit the like. Thank you, PNG, for telling everybody hit the like button. No, ma'am. I speak to you and your family direct. Okay, it's because it's somebody else named Tracy, and It has a profile picture of a man, but he don't say nothing crazy. He just always send me links of like the news stuff, and I was just like Tracy and then Tracy over there. So yeah, I just thought it was you. Hey T. Sherelle Scott, lifestyle. Thank y'all for hitting the thumbs up. I appreciate it. But yeah, y'all. So we all gonna have to do better. We literally all is gonna have to do better. I will say this, y'all. If y'all was in that live stream earlier, when I got off that, maybe about 15 minutes, I received an email for another little job opportunity. I'm not gonna say what it is. I finished before I even started going live. I finished doing everything I needed to do. Now I'm just waiting for things to be approved, background checks, all that type of stuff. But it just made me think, when people come and try to do things to you, have a different motive, try to be sneaky, God always is on time. This particular job opportunity I've been waiting on for years. You hear me? For years. And they emailed me, and I did everything I needed to do. So I know everything gonna check out. So that's a blessing right there. It just made me think of, I got off that live stream. Somebody got under there and started with comments or whatnot, trying to get under my skin. And then I received that blessing at 3:31. 3:31 is when the email came in, Eastern Standard Time. Okay? And so I was like, you know what? That was a little bit more motivation for me to keep doing what I'm doing. And trust and know that I'm doing something right. You know what I'm saying? But that is going to be something else that I can use as more income to make sure I stock up and do what I got to do. Crunching my numbers is still going to be a must. Making sure that canned goods and stuff and necessities is there. You know what I'm saying? So I saw it. I saw it. Y'all, and it's something when I said I saw that, I be watching stuff. It be people that be sitting in these live streams, and when I say something that like what I just said, that was a blessing. I see literally like 3 to 5 people drop off, and it happens all the time when they hear something. But I be saying to myself, the devils can't take can't take something. Yeah, I guess it just gets so bad then they just probably hit the thing and just leave. Thank you. But it's all good. I be when you see me looking closer, I've been seeing something. I be so tickled. I be tickled pink, as they say. But I'm doing all I can. I am trying to stay in the right headspace. And I see my progress. Not letting people constant provoke and things that's out of your control and all that, and doing what is in my control. And what's in my control is to try to make sure that I learn different skills and I do different things to be able to put things that my family is going to need. Okay, these people is not playing with their agenda. Okay, they're not playing with their agenda. Let me tell you, MGL is telling you, I said it a couple of live screens ago, you cannot have enough food and water. You cannot have enough. You just can't. For the people that try to do right, one of the daily text reasons that we read was about, it's been a couple days ago, it was about helping people. We don't have the ability to say who we not going to help. You can help people and not give them your last. or give them your all. I told you, peanut butter and crackers. You can get about 5 crackers and a plastic spoon of peanut butter. I helped you. I don't have to give you meat for you to be laying back, rubbing your stomach and picking meat out of your teeth. I don't have to get that, especially if you know you should have been putting stuff back. But let's not get in the way of saying we can't, because what if God said he wouldn't help us? We are imperfect. We sin every single day in some kind of way. A sin is a sin. In some kind of way. We're imperfect. What if God say I'm not helping you? We don't have the ability to judge. We can help. We ain't got to get nobody no meat. Okay? Peanut butter is something, I ain't gonna say cheap, but it's something that's easy to stock up on. And some crackers. Now them crackers may be stale. It's out of my control. But I don't think your body gon' mind no stale crackers if you hungry. Okay? I ain't gonna mind. If your stomach is licking your back, it ain't gonna mind that they stale. They gonna be the best stale crackers you can get. But at least you help somebody. Okay? It's easy for us to say I'm not gonna do because you supposed to do. We don't have that right. If you actually look at it, we don't have that right because we mess up each and every day. We allow people to help us mess up each and every day. So we can't say that. So sometimes I always said I was gonna help somebody, and then I said no, I'm not gonna help. But then my conscience didn't even. It's like, nah, chick, you gonna help. You gonna help. If it ain't nothing but peanut butter and crackers, you gonna help. Okay, so I said, okay, conscience, I get it. I can't be like other people. I ain't built like that. I can't see you hungry and I got extra. I didn't say my last. If I got my family and stuff and got to take care of them. But if I got a little extra, peanut butter, little crackers or something like that, Vienna's is high right now. So I can't even tell you that because they ain't even putting 7 Viennas like they used to in the cans. You getting 6 and they real small now. They ain't even fat like they used to be. So I can't even tell you that. Then they run about $1 a can when they used to be 33 cents a can. So I can't promise you that. You know what I'm saying? I can't promise you that. But I can possibly give you something. So us as preppers need to be mindful of that. Okay? You may have to help somebody. Okay? See y'all comments. Amen. That's right. Do all you can do in Jesus' name and let God do the rest. Amen. Yep. They need to learn how to get their hustle on like you since they have so much time on their hands being messy. Exactly. Those comments really irritated me. Yeah. That was under there. That's why I left them. This person left 7 comments. And the fact to tell me don't quote a scripture, like what? And the name of this person, unless it's somebody trying to, like, this person used to be on YouTube way back then. And this person used to be on my channel. That name. Now, I don't know if somebody done tried to create an account and put a fake profile picture up there of somebody else offline or something and use that name. But, yeah, I was like, okay. What I do to you? Okay, because it just, yeah. But I left them there. They'll be fine. They will be fine. Yes, God is good all the time. Amen. Blessings and blessings. For you, God have a guardian angel watching over you. So many people have said that, Brenda. So many people have said that. Nina, exactly. Even if you don't have money, you can go to find 5 or 6 pantries a month while the stuff is available. Lena. Yep. Soak them crackers in some sardine juice. I know that's right. And hope this the sardines that got the oil and not the water. But if it's in water, that'll still be fine too. I know that's right. We talking about some Great Depression eating right now. We talking about some survival, but you gotta still eat in the right way. When you prepping and stuff, you gotta look like sardines. You can't eat them constantly. You get that mercury poison or something. They be saying watch eating too much fish all at one time and stuff like that. So you gotta put all that in your thing when it comes to you preparing and stuff. That's why I say I don't have no time to be sitting back worrying about what a old pool cat trying to cut up. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. So yes, honey, my daughter got cheap when I asked her to buy 1 pack of salmon. And amen, I just said, okay. Oh, look, salmon in the can. I think you're saying salmon in the can. And you see how much that is, that the mackerel and stuff, the like the salmon, it's so high. It's so high. And then they ain't even putting a lot in the can. I'm like, whoo, jeez. Like, come on. But y'all, stock up. I am on it, okay? But look, y'all, I'm gonna get up off in here. I may come back on live. I got a couple things, I need to write out a couple of things or whatnot. I may come back. I got doing some stuff. I'm not sure how the evening is gonna go, but y'all be safe. Y'all make sure y'all get y'all a pencil and some paper and write out you a list or something. Do what you gotta do, okay? So let me see. The first is what? Is it Saturday?
Yeah.
So I don't know if military gonna get paid. They'll know by Friday. Yeah, because when the first they get paid on Friday, they ain't got no trouble to know by Friday. Unless they with Navy Fed, the one if they don't get paid the day before. They'll know. Yeah. So they'll know by yeah.
They get paid on the 31st.
That's what I'm saying. I was saying for them that won't, they still gonna know by Friday because they ain't gonna get paid on Saturday because Saturday is first. So, but either way, look, ain't no shame. A lot of people is living paycheck to paycheck and trying to make it. Okay, so the first, I know military and veterans. So veterans get paid. It's the military that can be questioned. You better take at least to Friday of this week. And anybody else that got other jobs that may get paid this week or whatnot, Thursday, I don't know. I know when I was working at Walmart paydays was on Thursdays, but every 2 weeks. So I don't know wherever if you get paid this week or you got extra change, I would recommend you go get you a couple things. Okay? Before next week. I'm gonna say that before next week, because I don't know how the EBT go of people that made their EBT on the first, but the first being Saturday. I don't know if it'll load on a Saturday or if it'll load on Friday, but I don't know how that goes. But if you ain't gotta be in the stores with the mess, don't do it. We already seen leading up to this how all these shootings and stuff, and I just do not see people being in their right mind, okay, if they can't feed their family. All right, so just be mindful of that. Get what you need and let this be a lesson to a lot of people. There's more stuff that's gonna come. It's happening. Like, you're living in it and it's happening and you don't even see it. What is that? And you don't even see it. So start prepping. Start stocking up. Okay? I can't stress that enough. Start stocking up. Okay? Let's see. Y'all be safe. We will, Christy L. I was so grateful to you. Fresh salmon. So grateful that I caught fresh salmon myself. Oh, I know that's right, Tracy. When you buy at the store, it's $6 a can. Buy from Sam, $12.98 for 4, 3, 24 each. Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Before November 1st. Yes, that's Saturday. Before November 1st. You say good advice. All right, y'all. So I will see y'all in the next one if this God's will. Y'all, please be safe. Okay. Next time. Bye.